Welcome to the ITSM Practice Podcast.
Welcome to the ITSM Practice Podcast. I'm Luigi Ferri, and before we begin, thank you. This podcast grows because professionals like you keep showing up to think more deeply about how we manage and protect digital services. Today, we talk about a framework that rarely makes headlines but quietly decides who can do business in Germany. BSI Grundschutz. Many American companies discover it only when a contract clause mentions it, usually after the bid is written. In the United States, we like adaptable frameworks, NIST, COVID, ISO. They tell us what to aim for and leave the how to interpretation. Germany approaches security differently. It prefers clear, tested instructions. When a German organization invites you to tender, it often expects evidence that your protection measures align with the Federal Office for Information Security, known as BSI. BSI Grundschutz gives a company more than a checklist. It offers a method, practical, detailed, and recognized by regulators. For US companies expanding to Europe, understanding it means speaking the same language as the clients they want to serve. Grundschutz was designed with precision in mind. It begins from the classic principles: confidentiality, integrity, availability, but translates them into concrete actions, defined roles, documented decisions, repeatable procedures. It assumes that many risks are universal and therefore many protections can be standardized. For organizations used to broad concepts, this level of structure can feel demanding. Yet, behind that structure lies a simple promise: clarity. Anyone reading your documentation should understand who is responsible, how protection works, and when it was last verified. Let's start with the foundation: the Information Security Management System. Every policy, every control, every review depends on it. Ask yourself, does your information security management system actually protect your business, or does it only describe protection? Grundschutz expects the ISMS to be alive. It defines who decides, who reports, and how authority moves across departments. For a US software as a service provider entering the German market, this means naming an information security officer, clarifying process ownership, and ensuring that the same discipline guiding development also guides security governance. An information security management system written for auditors rarely survives reality. An information security management system written for operations becomes culture. Every breach starts with a human gesture: a password shared, a patch delayed, an email opened. Grundschutz treats personnel management as a part of the protection architecture. It calls for verified hiring for sensitive positions, structured onboarding and offboarding, periodic awareness training, and clear separation of duties. Nothing heroic, just reliability built into everyday work. For a growing software as a service company, this might mean assigning explicit security responsibilities to HR, finance, and engineering. Each team becomes a line in the defense plan. Everyone knows their part, and that clarity reduces accidents long before technology reacts. Now, another question. If a security incident occurred today, could you prove what happened? Grundschutz insists that every event leaves a documented trail, from detection to resolution. It values reconstruction, understanding decisions, timelines, and actions without relying on memory. This approach creates accountability that auditors, regulators, and clients recognize. In tenders, that credibility counts. When a German client reviews proposals, they don't just assess your technology, they assess your reliability. A clear incident response record becomes part of your reputation. Picture a US software provider opening a data center in Frankfurt. Their team already follows NIST principles: identify, protect, detect, respond, recover. When they approach a German enterprise client, the request arrives: show compliance with BSI IT baseline protection. The company begins mapping what it already does against the BSI modules. They formalize roles, record awareness sessions, document backup plans, and create incident logs. After months of work, they find something unexpected. Discipline has simplified their daily operations. Security becomes predictable, auditable, and trust. Sometimes compliance leads to maturity more than the other way around. If you want to align your organization with Grundschutz, start here. Define your information security management system scope, roles, and responsibilities. Appoint a security officer with authority across functions. Control onboarding, offboarding, and background checks. Deliver recurring role-specific awareness training. Maintain written procedures for incident handling and escalation. Keep traceable evidence of action taken. These points are not bureaucracy, they are proof of reliability. One last thought. Are you managing information security or managing documents about it? Grundschutz has a way of exposing that difference. It asks for clarity, for constancy, for responsibility that doesn't vanish after an audit. In the next episode, we will explore the technical measures, the systems, networks, and applications that complete the picture. I'm Luigi Ferri, and this was the ITSM Practice Podcast. Arrivederci.